This is Sammy, the sneakiest squirrel in the whole park. Sammy had a reputation that spread far and wide among the other animals. He was known for his clever tricks and playful antics. Every morning, Sammy would wake up with a new plan to outsmart his friends and gather as many nuts as possible. Sammy wasn't just good at finding nuts. Oh no, he had a special talent for locating the best hiding spots. He could sniff out a hidden stash from a mile away. But that wasn't all. He was an expert at borrowing nuts from his friends. Sammy had a way of convincing other squirrels to share their treasures, often without them even realizing it. His charm and wit made him the most beloved, yet mischievous squirrel in the park. Every day was a new adventure for Sammy, filled with laughter, surprises, and of course, plenty of nuts. One sunny day, Sammy the squirrel was wandering through the sunny forest when he stumbled upon Bella's nut pile. It was a glorious sight, a treasure trove of almonds and walnuts glistening in the sunlight. Ooh, almonds and walnuts? Fancy, he thought, his eyes widening with excitement. Sammy had never seen such a collection of nuts before. His mouth watered at the thought of tasting those delicious treats. But just as he reached for one, his little paw trembling with anticipation, he heard a sudden shout that made him freeze in his tracks.
Hey, Sammy, what are you doing? Bella the bunny hopped over, her eyes wide with surprise and a hint of anger. She had worked hard to gather those nuts and wasn't about to let anyone take them.
Me? Oh, just cleaning your area. Very messy here, Sammy stammered, quickly grabbing a tiny broom and pretending to sweep the ground. He hoped Bella would believe his excuse and not notice his true intentions. Bella looked skeptical, her nose twitching as she watched Sammy's awkward attempts at cleaning. She wasn't entirely convinced but decided to give him the benefit of the doubt for now. Sammy sighed in relief, grateful that Bella hadn't caught on. He made a mental note to be more careful next time. After all, those nuts were just too tempting to resist.
But Sammy's sneaky ways didn't always work out. Rocky had set up a trap.
S5, gotcha, Sammy. Sweet dreams, sticky paws.
Finally, Sammy had an idea. He decided to share. Sammy, the clever squirrel, had been pondering for days. He knew he had to make things right with his friends. After all, he had been a bit too greedy with his nut stash lately. But now, a brilliant idea struck him like a bolt of lightning. He built the biggest nut pile ever and invited everyone to enjoy. Sammy worked tirelessly, gathering nuts from every corner of the forest. He wanted to make sure there were enough for everyone. As the pile grew larger and larger, word spread among the animals. Curiosity piqued. They all started to gather around, eyes wide with anticipation.
Wow, Sammy, this is amazing! The animals were in awe. They had never seen such a generous act from Sammy before. The pile of nuts was not just big, it was enormous, towering over even the tallest trees. The animals couldn't believe their eyes.
Okay, you're forgiven for now. One of the animals, a wise old owl, spoke up. Sammy, this is truly remarkable. You've outdone yourself. We forgive you for your past greediness, but remember, sharing is caring.
Sammy grins and tosses a nut into the air. Sammy felt a wave of relief and joy wash over him. He knew he had made the right choice. With a playful grin, he picked up a nut and tossed it high into the air, feeling lighter than he had in days. It hits him on the head, and everyone laughs. The nut came down and bonked him right on the head. For a moment, there was silence, and then the forest erupted in laughter. Sammy joined in, rubbing his head and laughing along with his friends. It was a moment of pure joy and camaraderie, one that none of them would forget anytime soon. And that's how Sammy learned the joy of sharing, well, at least until his next nutty adventure.